This is an easy $1,000-ish of value that comes with no fee. What is this magic? Yeah, I wouldn't characterize it as magic. Rather, it's a very real superpower. Points and miles enthusiasts like myself love maximum value strategies, ways to travel for a fraction of the retail cost. Thankfully, the opportunity to get that level of value isn't just limited to one airline or one hotel. No, in this one, we're talking about 5 superpowers from 5 different US-based airlines and hotels and how you can acquire them for yourself. Of course, not all of these will be valuable for your specific situation, especially if your home airport just isn't served by one of these airlines. However, with hotels, which one you go with ultimately depends more on the destination rather than the origin, and several cities, especially US cities, have properties across multiple brands. I've thus found it easier to be a bit more agnostic with hotels and seek value from all of them. Also, these superpowers are not guaranteed to be around indefinitely. In fact, let's start with one that is almost certain to look different very soon. That being the interchangeability between miles from Alaska Airlines and Hawaiian Airlines. Currently, you can transfer miles between your Hawaiian Miles account and Alaska's mileage plan, so both ways, at a rate of 1:1 with no charge. This came as a result of Alaska's acquisition of Hawaiian Airlines, where the eventual plan is to have a single combined loyalty program, meaning the current state where there are 2 loyalty programs but effectively one type of miles won't be around for long. There's thus limited time to strategically take advantage of the award charts from the 2 programs. Simply go for the program that offers the lowest award price for where you're going. You can even make use of both programs on the same itinerary. And to show you an example how you can do that, let's look at this itinerary from New York JFK to Honolulu, Hawaii on Hawaiian Airlines. If you want to fly first class, well, ideally you'd be able to find that 40,000 mile award, which supposedly you can see on both Hawaiian and Alaska. However, based on my periodic searches of this popular itinerary, that 40K mile award basically is non-existent. Thankfully, there's a viable alternative where you can first redeem the economy ticket and then use additional miles to upgrade to first class. For the economy ticket, Hawaiian Airlines offers it for as low as 30,000 miles, but Alaska seems to offer it for as low as 15,000 miles, so in most cases I imagine Alaska Airlines is the way to go. Then, for the upgrade to first class, I couldn't find any information on using Alaska miles, but in terms of using Hawaiian miles, it can be as low as 25,000 miles. And so, if the lowest award prices for the economy ticket and the upgrade are available, you'll effectively be paying 40,000 miles, the same as if you just outright got that first class seat, but with an extra step. With this flight going for at least $1,600, that's great value for not a crazy amount of miles. Oh, also, the interchangeability between Alaska and Hawaiian miles now allows you to effectively transfer Amex membership reward points to Alaska miles, given that Hawaiian Airlines is a transfer partner of American Express. Yet another way to obtain some valuable Alaska/Hawaiian miles, though just note that when you're transferring from Amex points, you'll need to pay an excise tax offset fee of 0.06 cents per point, up to $99. Transferring 40,000 miles, for example, will cost you $24 in that fee. Not terrible. You, of course, can also get the Alaska or Hawaiian credit cards in order to quickly rack up some miles. Next, we have Southwest with its Companion Pass. Other airlines like Delta and Alaska also offer this type of benefit where once you pay for your ticket, you can bring a companion to fly with you on the same itinerary for just the price of taxes and fees, or in the case of Alaska, a fixed fare plus taxes and fees. 2 key features of the Delta and Alaska companion passes are that the primary traveler needs to pay for his or her fare in cash, and also the period of validity of that pass is just for 1 year and for one use only. How the Southwest Companion Pass differs in these features is a big part of its superpower status. You can pay for the primary traveler's ticket using points, and quite astoundingly, you can have a companion fly with you unlimited times, each time for just $5.60 in taxes and fees throughout the remainder of the year in which you earned it, plus the following full calendar year. Imagine how much money that you can save if you plan to fly with your companion on Southwest often, especially if you get that companion pass at the beginning of the calendar year, thus making your companion pass have effectively a 2-year period of validity. Unfortunately, unlike with Delta and Alaska, that companion pass doesn't come as a benefit on a credit card. Rather, you need to fly 100 qualifying one-way flights or earn 135,000 qualifying points in a calendar year. That latter one may seem daunting on the surface, but not so much so when you consider that sign-up bonus on the Southwest credit cards can also count towards earning that companion pass. The most common way that people earn the pass is to simply get the sign-up bonuses on two Southwest credit cards. So that can be one personal and one business, or the two business cards, as note that you can only have one personal Southwest credit card. If only Southwest served my home airport, as I'd be locked in on getting that companion pass and saving across multiple flights. We now have American Airlines where their superpower has to be related to their miles, but we need to be more specific given that you only really realize high value from their miles on partner redemptions. American Airlines uses dynamic award pricing on their own flights, meaning that as the price in cash goes up, so does the price in miles and vice versa. However, on partner flights, we have this fixed award chart, which allows us to not only have certainty in the number of miles that we'll need for a certain itinerary, but also allows us to get great value from our miles in high cash cost itineraries, so especially business and first class. My favorite flight that I've taken up to today was on Japan Airlines business class from Tokyo to Dallas, which these days will set you back at least $4,010, but instead I used 60,000 American airline miles and like $44 in taxes and fees. Doing the cent per point calculation, so the cash price minus the taxes and fees divided by the number of miles, we have 6.61 cents per point. Now that's some superpower level value, as points and miles folks generally consider 2 cents per point as the hurdle for getting good value from their points and miles. Thing is, there's little guarantee that such value will always be there for us. We've seen it so many times before in the past, award chart prices going up, dynamic award pricing being used, and a bit of a sneaky one where the availability on partner redemptions just isn't there. Thus, if you're planning to fly with a One World partner or even American Airlines in the near future, earning American Airline miles now may be a wise move for you. I have a whole video discussing the ways in which you can earn American Airline miles, which you can check out after this one. We're now shifting to hotel superpowers, where with Hilton, it was a razor-thin close call between its free night certificate and its premium Hilton Aspire credit card. Okay, before you hammer away in the comments, I know that the free night certificate is an annual benefit that comes on the Hilton Aspire card, and it's the power of that free night certificate that gives the Hilton Aspire card so much of its power. However, because you can earn the free night certificate through other means, I think we can see it as distinct enough from the Hilton Aspire. Oh, and that's also why I see the free night certificate as the ultimate winner. On multiple occasions in the past, we've seen elevated sign-up bonuses with that one free night certificate on the no annual fee Hilton Honors card, the $150 Hilton Surpass card, and the $195 Hilton Business card. With the Hilton Honors card, this is an easy $1,000-ish of value that comes with no fee. Though, note that you'll also need to hit a very reasonable spend requirement, currently $2,000 for 6 months. Wait, the free night certificate has $1,000 of value? It certainly can if you use it at one of Hilton's more high-end properties, which is possible as long as you can find a standard room rate, the value of the free night certificate is uncapped. One of the best hotels that I've ever stayed at was the Waldorf Astoria Beverly Hills in Los Angeles, and I used a free night certificate to book a stay that routinely goes over $1,000. Quick aside, my thoughts are with Los Angeles given the fires. Back to Hilton, it consistently amazes me how valuable that free night certificate can be, as well as how easy it can be to obtain. Hilton, please, let's see those bonuses again with the free night soon. And finally, let's talk about Hyatt. Like American Airlines, I think its superpower is related to the redemption value from its points, but not in a, there's a sweet spot kind of way. At Hyatt properties, except I believe Mr. and Mrs. Smith properties, you can find good value from your points across multiple spots on the award chart, not just at the higher end properties. As an example, my brother just redeemed a couple nights at the Caption by Hyatt Namba Osaka in Japan, which is a Category 1 hotel. He and his wife are going during an off-peak period where each night for the standard room goes for just 3,500 Hyatt points. The cash price would have been $220 a night, making for an impressive 6.29 cents per point. He told me that even lower end inns in Osaka were going for about $100, so even if the Hyatt Caption priced in line with those lower end inns, you'd still be getting about 3 cents per point from your Hyatt points. Moving to the other end of Hyatt's award chart, I've stayed at the Park Hyatt Paris Vendôme a couple of times already. It's a lovely property at a great location, which also costs on a random day in July 1,660 US dollars. Instead, you can use 45,000 Hyatt points, which is the price for the highest Category 8 hotel during a peak period. Doing the math, you get 3.69 cents per point, again more solid as our target is usually 2 cents per point. The easiest way to earn lots of Hyatt points are by getting the sign-up bonuses on the personal and business World of Hyatt credit cards, which are ever so slightly elevated right now, as well as by transferring Chase Ultimate Reward points to Hyatt at a 1-to-1 rate. Guys, let me know if you've used any of these superpowers for yourself, as well as the level of value that you got from it. It always makes me so happy to see people saving money and enhancing experiences through their points and miles. Also, if you've made it to this point in the video, consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. On screen is that video about earning AA miles that I mentioned earlier. And with that, I'll see all of you in the next one. Peace.